I'm gonna transform pineapple juice into something better than juice. Now, every time I go into the store, I look at juice as potential syrup. I did the same thing for some grapefruit juice, making that delicious spiced infused syrup that's perfect for sparkling water and cocktails. And this pineapple juice is no different. The only difference is I'm gonna give you 3 versions, 1 to drink and 2 more to use with your food. So let's make some syrup. Now, this part is almost too simple. In an effort to be efficient, I'm going to reduce all the juice and split it at the end. I'm putting the pineapple juice in a large enough pot and letting it go on medium heat. Technically, syrup ratios can vary. A classic simple syrup is usually equal parts liquid to sugar with a 1-to-1 ratio, and rich syrup can use even more sugar than that, like 2-to-1. But pineapple juice is already naturally sweet, so instead of making liquid candy, I'm only adding about 150 grams of sugar for a liter of juice. Just enough to round it out without losing the real pineapple flavor. And then I'm putting a big pinch of salt to bring out that sweetness. Then you just let it simmer on medium to medium low for anywhere from 20 to 55 minutes, depending on how much juice you're using. It took me about 50 minutes to do this all. Some people bring it down to 50%, but I like my syrup a little less condensed, so I'll aim for above that, say about 60 to maybe 70% of the original amount, for 2 reasons. Reason number 1, when I put it in the fridge, it doesn't get so thick that it takes forever to pour out. One time I reduced it so much it was practically liquid candy. And reason number 2, I will show you in a bit. Just note that you don't want to cook the life out of it. What you want is a reduced, glossy, delicious syrup that already tastes better than the original. Now to transform it a bit by pushing it in different directions. I'm taking 1/3 of the syrup, letting it cool down for a bit, and you want it warm, not hot. And then I'm gonna be squeezing in a fresh lime and adding zest and letting that infuse. After about 15 minutes, I'll strain the zest out. This immediately feels lighter, brighter, and perfect with cocktails, or my favorite, adding it to sparkling water. The second one goes in a completely different direction and is perfect for a pineapple glaze for chicken or tacos. I'm taking 1/3 of the syrup and putting it back into the pot on low and adding some chili peppers or habaneros or jalapenos or serrano if that's your game. And you can always use chili flakes that you get from a pizza shop. And I'll need to infuse it, so I'm simmering it quietly for 10 to 15 minutes. This is the reason, number 2, I didn't reduce it too aggressively. This simmer will bring it down a bit more. Once the time is done, I'm straining it and letting it cool down. And this sweet syrup turns into a sweet and spicy glaze. Toss it with roasted carrots or sweet potatoes. And now the third one. This one feels a little more subtle, but it might be the most versatile because it's great with food and drink. I'm adding 1/3 of the syrup back into the pot on low and adding sliced fresh ginger, maybe about 50 grams, maybe more, lightly smashed so they give up more flavor without turning the syrup cloudy. And I'll let that simmer anywhere between 15 and 20 minutes. You could go longer if you want. The ginger adds a kind of warmth and depth to the pineapple. I mean, food and drink. It works in tea and sparkling water, yogurt, chicken, fish, Asian beef dishes, or I don't know, meatballs. Imagine a spicy pineapple or even a ginger pineapple meatball. I just thought of that. Look, 1 juice, 3 ways. I'll see you in the next one.